Howdy all, back again. This weekend's task is to reassemble all this stuff. I've decided that I'm not going to remove the steering box and fit that pitman arm yet, because I just need to get this car on the road. It's starting to really chew through every ounce of coin I have. But we've been cleaning up all the parts, so everything's been sandblasted, cleaned. I mean, it got a little bit scratched up on the trip home, but actually a bit dusty. Yeah, okay, that's even better. So everything's been cleaned up. I used two different paints for those, that's why they look slightly different, but stub axles are done, upper control arms are done, lower control arms are done, radius rods. I even redid the calipers again, so took their seal kits out and redid them, and actually cleaned out the internals. The chaps I got the car off, they put the seal kit in, but neglected to actually clean the insides, so it's a miracle they were working at all, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I'm just going to make sure I don't lose. Yeah, there it is. Whew. Okay, I didn't lose that. And yeah, that's the new idler arm wheel bearings. I've got my spring compressors, got everything, got torque wrench, got Loctite, got all of it. And proper wheel bearing grease and rubber grease, so it doesn't chew out the rubbers. So yeah, and I'd like to show off another build that I'm doing, because, you know, what's another project? I'm actually building a computer on the side. I haven't finished collecting up all the parts, but there's the motherboard and the RAM. So that's a B450 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi. Very good motherboard. It's not... I like computer games and such, so... And I haven't had a computer for a very long time, so I decided to build one. I've done a lot of research into it. I got my 16 gig of RAM, which should be more than enough for now. Got my a cheap keyboard, cheap mouse. I got a Thermaltake V200 tower with a glass side panel, and that one came with a power pack in it. So I've still got to get the CPU. I've got the hard drives coming, which are, if you know computers, you know that their hard drives are getting a lot smaller these days. So I've got two M.2 SSDs coming for it. So that should make it load up in about 35 seconds. Actually, probably load up instantly, because 35 seconds in computer world is a long time. And 16 gig RAM is plenty. But considering most of my viewers are watching this for Ford stuff, you probably won't understand any of the computer jargon, but that's a good mid-range computer these days, as in quite capable of playing every game you could think of. And I wanted it for a bit of video editing too. And it's quite upgradable. So I've got a Ryzen 5 3600 coming for the CPU as well, and a 6 gig graphics card. So I've spent a bit of money here, but I decided to build a computer rather than buying a computer, because if you go to somewhere like Harvey Norman or Officeworks, you will be absolutely well loved if you go and buy one there. They are so much more expensive than building one. It is not funny. But yes, so I'm all about giving everything a crack, and I thought, computers don't look that hard to build. I mean, I've done a lot of research into it. My brother's built one virtually exactly the same, so I'll be copying some information off him. But yes, today's task and tomorrow's, because this is going to take more than one day, is get all of this in the car. First things first is the lower control arms, and I may throw the sway bar in. But actually, before that task, I'm actually going to wire wheel the limit snot out of the under the guards, stone guard, and gloss black paint the undersides, so that it's all this stuff's bolting up to a nice new looking underside. Plus I have new brake lines, well, new rubber lines anyway, so it's all getting redone. And I'll think of myself going, am I keeping this car or am I selling this car? For that, I truly don't know until the time comes. Plus I can't actually give the car away because it owes me so much money, so it probably won't sell even if I had to sell it. Which, yeah, at this point in time, I'm not going to. I don't see a need to. But yes, carrying on. There we go. And there we have it. We have the lower control arm in, the upper control arm in, looking lovely, and stone guarded and gloss black painted under the guards. Now, maybe I will put, I guess it doesn't really matter how it goes back in as long as it goes in. Maybe I'll put the stub axle in. Gee, these new ball joints are tight. They are greased. Yeah, this thing should drop beaut. I didn't do up the lower camber bolt too tight because it's got to be set at a wheel alignment shop, so we're just sort of sticking it together so it won't fall apart at the moment. But well on the way. Okay, I think I smudged my screen a little bit, but we're in. What a pain they were to get in. But, well, that one is anyway. These spring compressors are not the world's greatest. But yes, we got there eventually. Had to actually end up putting the axle on and jacking it up to actually release enough tension on the spring to actually get those to even turn. But we are progressing. They got a little scratched up, but you know, they weren't actually in the world's greatest condition when they were brand new out of the box, actually. But I mean, still looking pretty good. Alrighty, the radius rod is in. I'm not sure on the adjustment of that because I'm not a wheel alignment specialist, so the next place this car goes is going to be a wheel alignment because obviously I've had all of the suspension apart. Got it in there sort of vaguely. I think might have got it right. I've got all new split pins about to go in. The steering link is in. The idler arm is in. Shock absorber's in. Yeah, I might put the tie rod in. I've got the old ones, so I can measure measure which one's which. Well, I'm thinking, well, at least I can set the new ones up to about what the old ones were, and then install them. And then, if I was a betting girl, split pins, tie rod ends. I reckon I'll probably start. Oh, I'll put the sway bar in. Duh. And then I reckon I'll put the brakes together. I reckon on this side. I know this isn't the most exciting video ever, but at least it's something. And you might be enjoying it, you might not. But yeah, it's progress. Alrighty, we're up to the point of assembling the brakes. Well, putting the axles on anyway. Sway bars in, radius rods in, tie rods in. All the links are in, that's in, all the split pins are in, it's all torqued up, dust shield is on, suspension's in. I've got to go up there and torque up those nuts inside, but that's pretty much it. And then obviously put the brakes on and new brake line, etc, etc. But we are progressing along nicely. There's a dog tripping over things because he's old and blind. Aren't you, buddy? But yes, moving along quite nicely. I know it's the most exciting video, but at least it's something. Ladies and gentlemen, I've run into a snag. I don't actually have a bearing race inserting tool. So I'm going to go off and purchase one, because I'd like to get the brakes on today. Things you do. I tried doing the trick of put the race in the freezer, heat up the, gingerly heat up the hub and hoping that they may just slot together, but no. I'm going to need a tool that I don't currently own, and I'm not the tool that you're talking of. So I need to go buy one, which sucks. I was like, I was hoping these hubs would have already had them in them. But oh well. Live and learn, we'll carry on. And we'll go get one. Damn. And here we are back from the shops after much gallivanting around and a trip to Repco. I have a bearing race seal tool, and it's kind of sad when you're at the shops And the people behind the counter don't know what the hell you're on about. You work in a car parts store. You should know what you sell. So basically, that's how they work. It sits on and you hammer in the race perfectly. Make sure you get the right size one. It's not going to work, so it must be that one. So, let's get it cracking. Okay, so obviously you know I'm to the brakes. I just gingerly reassembled this one the other day with the old pads just so I knew how it goes together. Heavy little mongrel. I cannot emphasize how awesome having the right tools are. I sat there with it before and I was like, tap, 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 tap. Now, go to get the right tools. Had that, set it up, bang, 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 all in, done. Like 30 seconds. I was like, when in doubt, just go and buy the right tools. And there we have it. Not too much slop. New split pin in there. I think I was noticing when I was playing with it before, I may have to actually grease the idler arm up a little. But let's just get wheels on it first. And in the box of brake pads bits, obviously new pads, but it also comes with, what is that? Oh, neat. What have I got here? I've got stickers. Ah. Pick it up, damn it. Stick it. A service sticker for the brakes. Well, that's a bit flash, isn't it? Glad to see new ones of these, that'd be cool. So I sandblasted the old ones for no reason. Great, oh well. Get this on and I think this side will... Oh no, I've got to put my new rubber line in. And then count my chickens, double check everything, but I think this side is done. I mean, aside from a trip to a wheel alignment, but I reckon damn near killed him. I'd say we're almost done on this side, which will be awesome because I'm very tired. Having moments where I'm wondering at this point how entertaining this video is actually going to be, but man, sometimes it's more for me than you guys. That's clear, that's clear. So the new pads are in, new springs in. I used the special brake grease for all of these components. You don't put it on any friction surfaces, as they say. Put a bit of Loctite on the bolts, Loctite's on the big bolts. I haven't got the special wire on the anti, you know, the wire they wrap around through the bolt, so the bolts don't undo themselves. Haven't got any of that yet. Down the track. They are Loctited pretty heavily and effing tight. So the calipers on, discs on, that's in. I think all I got to do now is put the brake line in, and this side could probably have a wheel put back on. I'm thinking, Lincoln, I've been thinking. Well, that's pretty neat, isn't it? I feel fairly accomplished. I know it's, you know, to most mechanics you're like, it's just a day's work. But, I don't know, it's been fun. And it looks smashing. I expect this car to steer like an arrow, you know, straight for the neck, you know, the arteries. And I'm hoping it'll stop pretty well too. New discs, pads, it's all been cleaned. I mean, I really have to re-bleed the brakes. I'll have to re-bleed the brakes again if I can speak properly. We'll get that grease off there. Get a greaser. But yeah, I'll probably wrap this video up with this side. I don't know if I'll do a video for tomorrow on the other side, because it'll just be quite literally exactly the same as this. But I might do a video tomorrow, depending on how I go with it. I've got a new boot seal which I've got to fit, which, that reminds me I should have bought contact adhesive when I was at the shops. Oh well. So I can fit that tomorrow and do a few things. But yes, it's going to be a long video today, and most of it is just updates. So if you've made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Alrighty, I'm going to wrap this video up here because I've done one side. I think I can cry now. Yes, I wrap this side up. I'm done. Everything's looking good. Sorry if this has been a bit of a nothing video, but I don't know. Bit of a walkthrough. I mean, it's not really a walkthrough, it's just me cutting 2 bits every now and again. But, you know, it's sort of how projects go, isn't it? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of long, but, you know, but everything's done. Just look at that. Obviously, got to put the wheel on and bleed the brakes on this side and reassemble the entire other side. I don't know if that's going to happen today or tomorrow. But I appreciate you if you've made it to the end of this. So thanks for watching.